In a recession, there are two types of people: people who are making money and people who aren't making any money. The question is, what side do you want to be on? My name is Salim Mohammed, and I entered this entrepreneurial world for the past 10 months. I must say, luckily for us, or people like myself, there are quite a number of individuals that had a lot of failed stories to which we can learn from and skip the failure phases and go directly to success. So one thing I've learned I'm gonna share with you all is how to apply these 5 criterions to measure an opportunity. Opportunities are all around us, but how do you know how to get yourself involved in these opportunities? Right? So the first of the 5 is the product. What is the business offering? I asked 2 questions about the product. The first question is this something people really need right now? Is there a need in the marketplace for the product? And the answer is yes. Of course. Who doesn't want an additional form of income to assist their financial needs, right? The second question is, does the product fit the need? For years and years to come, they will always have the Forex market. Once each country has their own currency and we do trading between countries, it will always have the Forex market. So yes, it satisfies the needs. The second criterion is the company. Now this is a company that is debt free. It doesn't need new clients to keep afloat. The $5 trillion at the Forex market attracts millions of people with a shared dream of financial freedom. The Cashfx group is artfully combining the technical experience required for Forex success with a dedicated corporate team, state-of-the-art headquarters, and a passion for helping others with a strong desire to improve their lives. With over 120,000 plus members in 185 countries, they've conducted over 209,000 plus payouts. So the answer is yes, 100% solid, bulletproof company. So I guess we're rocking and rolling, right? The third criterion is, how do you earn money? Because if you look at this from a business perspective, is it worth your time? Can you make money? And that's the key thing for people to know. Can you make quick, part-time, or full-time money? And the answer is yes. So you have a good product, you have a good company, you have a good compensation plan. What about the support tools and systems? What you have? So this Cashfx group have a ticketed support system that channels your direct needs and questions. You have the conversion pros partnering with the Cashfx group to advance your marketing and software skills. You have fast payments and layered security to keep your money safe and confidential. You have transparent reporting in your back office, giving you access to your trade results and easily check your Cashfx historical data. You also have live virtual events, giving company updates with plans for the future, compensation plan updates, etc. So the right support tools and systems, check out for sure. And the last thing, but not the least, is the right timing. We are in a pandemic, and the predefined methods of earning an income are quickly dwindling away. A lot of companies are working from home now, and we've seen the highest unemployment rates in the history of our time. Earning an income is at the top of everyone's minds right now. The Cashfx group has created a way to earn a living from the comfort of your home. We want everyone to look and feel their best with no financial worries. It's a brand new opportunity and so many people are excited about it. So if you're the kind of person that wants to earn a weekly recurring income, work from home, be healthier, more vibrant, then stay on this call as we go through in details how this business plan works. Or reach out to the person that shared this video with you and get back to them. I look forward to seeing each one of you on this exciting and rewarding journey. Take care.
All right, a pleasant night to each and every one of you guys. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's Friday, and you know how it is we get when it is. It's time to share this opportunity. But why this event? If it is you're wondering, who am I? Let me just tell you. Let me just tell you. My name is Nicholas Bagondin. If it is you didn't know, well, now you know. For those of you who watching right here on Zoom, just know that the links would be posted in for the YouTube platform, for the Facebook platform. Just share it away, because why? If it is this call maxes out, if it goes up to 300 persons, what is going to happen? We'll be giving away a 300 USD contract. And I know some of you are here for that, for those of you who have been logging on for those Fridays. All right, so why this event? Why dream big? I believe in a God who is a creator, who is the creator, and I don't believe in coincidence. So somebody would have invited you onto this call not by chance, but you were supposed to be here. Whether you would have heard the opportunity before, or this is your first time, I want you to know that you're here for a particular reason, a particular purpose. So why dream big? Let me tell you, there's a quote by Eleanor Roosevelt. She said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." What does that mean? What does that mean? There's a scripture that goes nice with that too. Let me just share it for a while. Proverbs 29:18, it says, "Where there is no vision, the people perish." Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because I was in a place where I couldn't afford to dream. It's not that I didn't have money and I couldn't pay for a dream, because you don't have to pay for any dreams. You can dream for free. What I'm saying is that we were brought up in a culture, in a world that would have shaped us in a particular way, so that to have us to believe that I don't deserve those things. And so we limit ourselves. But I am here to tell you tonight, you, yes, you can dream big. Whether you're on Zoom, on Facebook, on YouTube, you can dream big. Because here it is, I took a turn. And I always believe in purpose. So here it is, I always wanted to be better. I married this beautiful young lady called Leah. She's now my wife, and she always pushed me. She pushes me to be better. And that's the kind of persons you want around you in your circle. And because of her, we started this platform, and we just wanted better. We just know that we can't just settle. There was so much more outside there. And now Cashfx has afforded us the opportunity. Cashfx has afforded us the possibility of those dreams being transformed into reality. Where am I getting at? Let me tell you this. I'm going to give you some quotes here tonight. Let me just tell you this. This other one by Walt Disney. I'm sure you heard it before. It says, if you can dream it, you can do it. If you can dream it, you can do it. But I want to line up this one with it too. It says, dreams don't work unless you do. Dreams don't work unless you do. So it's not just about thinking it. It's not just about believing it. Yes, you can do it, but you need to get up and do it. And what I'm saying here tonight is that Cashfx affords us, gives us that vehicle to get that dream. To have us not to just dream about living, but about living our dream. Guys, I'm so excited because this platform in which it is I would have started May the 12th, 2020. Some of you heard my story before, but let me just share it again because I know there are a lot of new persons here. When we started this platform, my wife and I, the first 2 weeks, I sat on a chair and whole day, I just looked at a 45-minute video on YouTube over and over and over again. I was skeptical, just like many of you on this call. And as soon as I saw maybe a percentage came out late, maybe a withdrawal take too long, something of this sort, I started to say, wait, it's another one of those things. Wait, it's another one of those things. And as time progressed, what happened is that at the end of the month, now we see the CEO face-to-face having these virtual calls, having these updates. And I began to get, my confidence began to grow. And so I share this with confidence. You all know, for those of you who have been hearing me sharing this, I share this boldly because I highly believe that this is the platform, this is the vehicle that many of you have been looking for. But what I'm here to say is don't allow bad experiences to cloud you, to block you from a great opportunity. That is what it is I'm here to say. And check this out. I'll say one more quote and I'll pass it on. I'll say one more quote. So if your dreams don't scare you, they are too small. If your dreams don't scare you, they are too small. Don't limit yourself. We have a platform that could afford us anything. I'm telling you that. How much ever you want to receive at the end of the month, whatever salary you want, if you want to call it that, if you want a monthly income, if you want it to be 5,000, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000, it is possible. It is possible. If you believe it and if you go after it, this is the platform to make that happen. All right. So I want to tell you, as you listen on to the next speaker who would come and give you a detailed presentation, I want you to just have an open mind, because you can take the information and you can just go about your business, or you can take the information, act on it, and then join us as we achieve that dream. Or you can just take the information and watch us live our dreams. I'm thankful for this opportunity, for the person who would have invited me on. I'm thankful for the leadership of Mr. Salim Mohammed. We've been doing an awesome job. And for those of you who just wanting to know what this thing is about, why this man's so excited and he can't just move on so I could hear what this is and how this can benefit me, I'm going to get out the way and hand you over to Mr. Salim Mohammed at this point in time.
All right, so good night, Nicholas, and good night, invited speakers, and good night to all our guests on the call tonight. So guys, Nicholas is super excited. I mean, he is one of the most driven individuals I've ever come across in this thing we call life. He goes after his goals, and are we getting it? You bet, because we put in the work and we get what is ours. Now, this call is not just a call that we call you all to listen to us talk about each other. You know, we go in and talk about the business and what it requires. But the title of the call today is dreaming, right? And dreams, dream big, right? And to get your dreams to come true, you need to set goals and you need to get it. But at the end of the day, right, I honestly thought I was planning for retirement. You know? Yeah, prior to the inception of this organization, I was planning for retirement at the age 60. What I'm going to do? You know, I'm going to continue paying my pension plan, my annuities, you know, so all my pension plans and all these sort of things will kick in. Yeah. And by the grace of God and by the assistance of this company, I can now say I am retired from the work world. You know, this is what we do on a full-time basis. We are not employed. We don't have a badge to swipe. We don't have a boss to call us or nothing like that. You know, you're not governed by an alarm clock. If you set your alarm, it's because you want to get up at a certain time, right? So I'll explain to you how this business works. It's not long. It's very informative. And then the guest speaker who is coming on after me is going to validate everything we are saying, and then we will wrap up, right? So your time is not being wasted. If you have your headphones on or wherever you are, get comfortable and taking the information. Remember, if you are having problems with Zoom, we are also live on Facebook and on YouTube. The links are on. The links are on the chat. You can get the links from there, share it, and you could watch it via these mediums because it's easier, right? So let me start sharing my screen and let me go into this business presentation. So guys, this is what we are talking about. So before I dive into the information of things, I just want you to remember these 4 things, right? So firstly, this is not something where you have to bring in people. I want to get that clear. This is not something that, oh gosh, you had to bring in 2 and 2 plus 2 or anything like that. No referrals are required. You could go about this business in several ways, right? So that's the first thing. The second thing, it does not have any monthly fees or subscriptions attached to this. You put in, you purchase a contract, and that's it. You let Cashfx work for you. Yeah, no monthly subscriptions or fees. Third, there are no meetings that you have to attend. Everything here is optional. The only reason we're having this meeting is to share this opportunity. Once you are a part of this and you understand how this works, it's totally hands-free. You have absolutely nothing to do, right? And then finally, we are in the Forex market, but you have no physical trading to do. Yeah, we earn money from the Forex market, but there are no physical trading. So it's totally hands-free. It's like leaving the money in the bank, right? So welcome to Cashfx, and your success in the global Forex market is right around the corner. Once you tap into this company, you would be going into 2 industries that is trending right now. One, online learning. Everybody knows that. With the pandemic, everybody accesses online education now, right? So with the business comes an academy. If you want to learn how to trade Forex, there is that. So you have access to online learning. And then the second industry is online earning. Now, Cashfx is involved in the Forex market. Why did they choose the Forex market? Simple. The stock exchange pushes through how much? 20 billion a day. Equities markets pushes through how much? 191 billion a day. Futures, 437 billion. Forex pushes through $5.3 trillion a day. Now, the Forex market has proven itself to be recession-proof, right? It goes up, it goes down. Does it have a possibility of crashing? No, it does not. Because like in the introductory video, once each country has their own currency and we do trading amongst each other, you will always have Forex trading, right? So 2 trending industries, online learning, online earning. So let me tell you a little bit about the group. Core values. We could guarantee you core values. We myself, and the guy who introduced me into the business, and all of us, we are approaching 2 years into the business. All we have seen is totally transparent, honest, and respectful leaders and members of this organization. Like Nicholas mentioned, they do end of month calls, giving us all that is happening with the organization, any hiccups they are having, the best ways to go about the business, you know, everything very, very transparent. 2, the purpose of this business is to provide us with an additional income or a full-time income to change our financial goals through the Forex market. Yeah. And then they position themselves competitively to anyone that is doing this sort of business. So the business was founded by these 2 guys, Mr. Oscar Lopez and Mr. Edwin Abad. These 2 guys are the mastermind behind these projects. These are real people, right? Who we actually know now because we see them on an end of month basis, and our guest speaker, Mr. Sion Lazar, will touch on this, how we actually know that these are real people with a real headquarters in Panama City, Panama, a real brick and mortar structure. So it's not no things that, you know, they do have a head office or don't have anything like that. It's real stuff. So these 2 guys now, they have the money. They didn't need to wait for all of us to join then to push this business. They had the money to get this business going from day one. And they employed the correct people. They employed a corporate team with project managers, network marketers, financial experts, you name it, teachers, support staff, a big cross-functional team to ensure that the success of this business is inevitable. And to date, we can attest to that. That is why we share this business with such confidence. Right? Because we have only seen this company grow uphill. How do you get started in this business now? You need to purchase something called a contract. Contracts starts from as minimum as 300 USD and goes all the way up to 100,000. But they are separated in different levels. Reason being, each level would access you to different levels of Forex education. Remember, I tell you again, education with this, right? The onus is on you not to use the education or not, but it's there for you to use. So from 300 to 3,000, these are the contracts. So you could go from 300 to 500, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. So from 300 to 3,000, you'll be exposed to the basics of Forex education. So I'll answer this question one time. Yes, you can start with 300 and keep upgrading. In fact, that is the plan. Get in with what you can afford and use their money to get to the larger size contract so you can earn the most out of the business. Yes, you can start from any one of these contracts and keep moving up. You do have to start at 300. You could start anywhere you want. After that, you go from 5,000, 7, 10, 15, 20,000. This is where you'll go a little more advanced in Forex education, from the 5,000 to the 20,000 USD contracts. And then you have the big boys in the business from 30,000 all the way up to 100, right? So 30, 40, 50, 70, 100,000. And that is the largest size contract. And yes, you would be exposed to the highest level of education. If you follow the education up until this point, you would now be able to access the Forex market on your own and trade on your own. Now, something I like to touch on, when myself and Sion and us just started this business, it didn't have all these intermediate contracts, you know, but the company, they listened to us on our recommendations and they split it up more to make it easier for you to keep upgrading and earning more, right? It only had a handful. Now they split it up into 15 contracts now. Yeah, you can only own one, right? And you could keep increasing your contract size. Good. How are you making money? How do you earn money? So everybody here listening to the presentation, we all want this passive income, which we call bare capital in this business. I just showed you 15 contracts. You purchase any one of these contracts, the traders go in and trade your money for you, and you will get residual income every single week. Every single week. They trade whatever the trade results are, and we're showing you results. We're not just talking. You will see results as we go along. And we call that bare capital. And remember the 4 things I tell you. You have no meeting start 10. You have no trading to do. You have no monthly subscription to pay. And you do have to bring in anybody. Bare capital. Now, remember I tell you, you could make passive money, you could make quick money, you could make full-time money, all kind of money you could make with this business. If you want to turn this into a full-time business or generate some good part-time money, then you engage yourself in the bull capital side of the business, where when you refer people into the business, you earn a commission, right? And this is the networking side of the business. Now, it may sound trivial, it may sound like, oh gosh, one of those things again, but I can attest to you, right, that the company is growing rapidly. When you get involved in this, naturally, after you see how it works, you will tell somebody. I can guarantee you that. We have an organization, right? The Salim Mohammed Network is over 1,000 people. And I'm sure over 50, 60% of these people had no intention of telling nobody about this thing. And as time grows and they get comfortable with the business, they start sharing the business, right? Now, as you start bringing in people, remember, tell you, you don't have to do that, right? But once you bring in people into the business, you start earning points, which would lead you to the ranking system, and that's when you gain rank into the business. But let me break it down for you. 15 contracts, purchase anyone. This is how it's going to break down. Let's talk about the 1,000 USD contract for ease of mathematics, right? So you purchase the 1,000 USD contract. 70% of this money goes towards your trading pool. This is what Cashfx now is going to trade for you via our broker. This is important. Our broker is EverFX, right? Who is licensed and regulated to trade on your behalf. They have some of the most regulations that you would ever find with any broker. You could do your research. You have the internet there. You could do your research and validate what it is I'm saying, right? So this 70% of your money sits in the company's trading pool, and the traders go in and trade that for you every week. Every week they trade that for you, Monday to Friday. On a Saturday, the earnings that you make goes into your balance. Now, once you purchase a contract, the contractual agreement between you and the company is in terms of money, not in terms of time. So you are getting yourself into a contract between Cashfx. So if you purchase a 1,000 USD contract, Cashfx is now committing to trade this money for you until you have $2,000 in profits. Now the money don't go on compound, it goes separate into your balance, right? Until you have $2,000 in your balance. If you reach $2,000, you basically have 2 options. You can withdraw your money, you have a 20% fee to pay. Don't worry about yourself about the fee. The fee is to ensure the longevity of the business, right? So you pay 20%, you could remain with $1,600. You could take that money and walk away from the business. So it comes like you get back 1,000, you get $600 profits, which is more than 50%, right, of what you initially put in. That is still good business. Or You take this 1600, you pocket 600, and you buy back the 1000 USD to get rid of the little skepticism, you know, that you have in your mind and this sort of thing, right? A lot of people like to do this. Or your third option is to let this business work for you, where as you have enough money, you keep upgrading your contract to get to the largest size contract so that you maximize the opportunity that is being presented, right? So I'll elaborate a little more on what I've just explained yesterday. Now, the 30% of your money, that goes towards the team building side of the organization and to ensure that the academy is always maintained to give you the education as well. Now, half of this 30% goes to the person that brought you into the business as a fast start bonus. And the other half goes towards that person as well and the persons above them as uni-level bonuses. Now, if you bring in people and you start to activate bull capital, you can also earn up to 200% on this side as well, right? But again, this is totally optional, right? But you're going to be making money on the bare capital side. You know, son, you're going to be making money, yeah? So, why are we talking about this business? Now, look at this roadmap of how you can get from any size contract, but we can talk about the 300 all the way up to the 100,000, right? And this is why the business makes a lot of sense. Now, this is just a simulation. Don't quote me on this. It's a simulation based on past results. We cannot predict the future. So, follow me here. Let's say you purchase a 300 USD contract. They're trading 70% of that for you, right? Which is $210. Every week, the traders trade that for you, and the money goes into your balance. Once you accumulate $250, you're going to click this magical button called upgrade. They will ask you to withdraw the money from your balance. You click on yes. They will take out this 250, the 20% will come out, and they will now upgrade you to a $500 contract. When you're at the 500, they'll be trading 70% of that. When you earn 625, you do the same thing again. You click upgrade and you go to the 1000, and you keep doing that every time you have enough money. Now, we don't really get less than 5%. Like I said, I've been in this business approaching 2 years now, and only 2 weeks I've ever seen less than 5%, and that is Christmas and Old Year's, New Year's week. And that is for obvious reasons. The banks are closed during this period, so you do have much trading happening, right? So if we use this 5% weekly, right, and you keep upgrading in that timely manner, it will take you just over 5.17 years to get to 100,000 contract from a 300 USD contract. This is why I'm telling you, we are not wasting your time right now. It's very good business. And somebody could challenge me on this. You can tell me about something that is giving you something like this in the present time with a 300 or a 500 or 1,000 USD startup cost. Yeah, this is why it makes sense. Now, I touched on something before. When you withdraw your money, 20% comes out. It goes into something called a force matrix. Just briefly, what this force matrix is: once you sign up for this business, you fill a spot in this matrix. Doesn't matter if you're bringing in people or you're not bringing in people, you fill a spot in this matrix. Anyone withdrawing in money from Cashfx has to pay a 20%. The 20% goes in this matrix and pays everyone in the matrix. So even though you didn't receive any money from the matrix just yet, you would receive, because the company is growing rapidly, and you could only withdraw because you could only go up to 200%. So you have to withdraw, and the money is shared amongst everyone. Yeah. Now, if you are interested in the networking of the business, this is where you earn a lot of money as well from uni-level bonuses. Now, if you sign up and you're bringing in people and you did not attain rank, you would get uni-level bonuses for up to level 4. That is you. If you're bringing the next person, they bring in the next person, they bring in the next person, right? And the next person. So your 4 levels, you would always receive uni-level bonuses. But hear this, it is not a one-time payment. I just showed you from 300 all the way up to 100,000. If you bring in someone and they upgrade from 3 to 500, you would get a fast start and a uni-level bonus. If they're not on your level 1, you would just get a uni-level bonus up to your level 4. And you keep getting that all the way up to 100,000. And if they keep renewing that 100,000, you will always get fast starts and uni-level bonuses for your level 1 and uni-level bonuses for your level 2, 3, and 4 for the lifetime of the business. It's not a one-time payment. It's a recurring payment that you always get. Yeah? Now, if you gain rank in the business, to gain rank, you have to bring in a certain amount of business in terms of USD within a 30-day period. You get more depth into your organization. So an executive will get you to level 6, a manager will get you to level 8, a director will get you to level 9, presidents, ambassadors, and global ambassadors will get you to level infinity. And this is where you get the most out of the business, right? So just to show where we are in terms of the ranked members in the business, executives, we have 2,100 executives, 464 managers, 118 directors, 11 presidents, 3 ambassadors. That is where we are in terms of ranked members. Now, to each rank, you get a reward, right? So I know you're saying, oh gosh, one of those things, but trust me, ranks don't come that easy unless you come from a wealthy background and you have some real big shot partners. Well, yeah, you're going to get ranked real quick. But if you're the average Johnny Joe, like myself and Mr. Nicholas Bagwadid, and we starting and we're building ourselves, it's a lot of work. Yeah, you have to, you know, and when you get the rank in terms of bringing in certain amount of money within a 30-day period, the company rewards you appropriately, right? So if you hit executive, you can take an iPad or the cash value, which is 675. So you can see already claimed. So this came from my back office where I gained rank and I would have taken the cash value, right? You hit manager, you can either take the watch or 7,500. Director, well, now you could travel, so you could take the trip or $11,250. President's Club, you could take the vehicle or 75,000. Ambassadors, same thing, or the cash value, 150,000. And global ambassadors, take the vehicle or $375,000 cash. Now, again, I'm going back to this. It's not one of those things. We actually know people who would have gotten these prizes. There are no global ambassadors just yet, but we know people who would have gotten their Ferraris and their Porsches, right? In Trinidad, we could attest to executives, managers, and directors. And we have validated that, yeah? So, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Let's show some results. So last week, we would have gotten back 5.12 return, right, percent. So if you had a 300 USD contract, you would have gotten $10. Everything we're talking here is in USD. 517,035, it goes like that. Yeah, the higher you go, obviously, 5.12 of a higher amount will give you a higher return, right? Easy maths. This is your return. Now, it's very consistent. Let's look at this. For the month of August, we would have gotten back 22.51. So just look at that. The same 300 USD would have gotten you $47 for the month, 578 US for the month. This is hands-free money. I'm talking about doing absolutely. July 22.38. June 22.52, May 21.58, April 20.8, March 23.99, February 21.03, January 21.78. So collectively for the year, we over 170 something percent. That's just for the year. But for those of us who got in as we got the opportunity, look at this. 2020, we got back 329.54. Simply amazing in a pandemic. Doing nothing, company doing this for you, right? Simple like that. Hands-free money. Yeah? Does it make sense? It makes a whole bag of sense. How you get started in this business now? Simple. The company chose Bitcoin as their method of funding and getting paid. Why? Why? Now, we've been trading a little while now, since 2016 I've been trading. Know about cryptocurrencies and things, you know? Then met this company and say, oh, why these people choosing Bitcoin? Why they can't take a normal payment where I swipe a credit card or I send some money to them and they give me back money? It have reasons. These fellas and them, they plan out everything. They think about the business. They thought about the business, all the runnings they could get in, and they put things in place. Why Bitcoin? Let me tell you Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? We all know Bitcoins are created by computers, which we call miners. A set of algorithms are running in the background. And it is created, there are a fixed amount, right? Versus fiat money, which is issued by the government. Good? There are fixed amount of Bitcoins. And it's public information, right? So you see the price of Bitcoin going up, you see it going down. So you see the actual inflation. Fiat money is subjected by inflation because there's unlimited money. You own money, you go and print more money, and there's no transparency with that. How do you know if fiat money, when I'm talking about fiat money, I'm talking about normal money, your TTD, your USD. How do you know? You go by the parlor, you go by the grocery, you buy a soft drink, you pay $5 for it. You go back in 2 weeks' time, the same drink is $10 for it. That is inflation. That's how you see it when the price of things going up or going down. So what happening right now? We're blowing up, right? Like a balloon, right? It just keeps going up. And we have no signs of going it. That is why I'm talking about Bitcoin here. Bitcoin is decentralized. It is not owned by one entity versus fiat money, which is controlled by the central banks and government. Now, this is very important here. When you use Bitcoin as your method of funding and getting paid, no one knows your business. No one has any influence over your business because you're getting paid in Bitcoin. So no government, no central bank has any influence in your business. It's totally confidential between you and the company you're with, right? With Bitcoin, there are low fees for transfer. You can send money to me right now, always Friday, and all the banks close. From wallet to wallet. Versus fiat money, where you could only do transactions Monday to Friday, you have to wait for the money to clear, and then you have to pay high fees to send your own money. Bitcoin, you are always in control of your funds. It is protected by passwords and two-factor authenticators and all these sort of things, right? Fiat money, you know they could intervene and freeze your money, right? So that is simple. So to get involved in this business, you acquire Bitcoin, you don't know anything about Bitcoin, that is okay. We will assist you with that, help you get the Bitcoins. Then we will give you a referral link. Now, Cashfx only has a website. There are no apps, there are nothing else. Just a website, just like our online banking. You have to get a link from the person that referred you on to this call, right? So everybody here, getting back to Nicholas Bagwandin, getting his link after this call, and we go in and get the Bitcoin for you, and then we go in and sign you up. 1, 2, 3, and you're inside. You can sign up tonight if you want, right? $1 million question now. How do I get back my money, right? So all your funds are paid in Bitcoins. You could use Bitcoin as is. You can contact us, the leaders of the business. We will convert back your money for you in TT or USD. Or we can also show you some global exchange MasterCards where you can convert your money back to your fiat currency at your convenience, right? So tested and proven over and over again. This is why we share the opportunity. The business has been very good to us. We have tested all the borders of the business. It's simply amazing. I mean, I walked away from a good job. Well, kind of walk away, get kind of push away. But anyhow, you understand where I'm coming from. So, yes, I was one of those that were laid off in the pandemic. So I'm not ashamed to say that. But luckily for a business like this, you know, I didn't fall on my back or anything like that. I just continue moving. And I am happy to say that, yes, I have been offered jobs. I am not boasting or anything here, but because of what this company offered me, Cashfx Group, what it has afforded me, I was able to remain unemployed, and I love it. And I simply love it, and I wish this for every single person, right? So that was my contribution here tonight. I would now put you on to the feature speaker to validate everything I have just said. Right, guys? So, Mr. Sion Lazar, the ball in your court now.
Good night, Mr. Mohammed, Mr. Bagwandin. Pleasant night, sir. I mean, the title of the launch is, you know, dreams do come true, right? And what I want to say is this: for me, I stopped dreaming at a certain time in my life, and I met my now business partner, Mr. Vane, and you know, he asked me about my dreams. I was like, yo, I don't have that, you know. He said, well, you better find it back, right? And the truth is this: I never had retirement in my mind. I always knew that I needed to, you know, and my plan was to retire at the age of 40. And guess what? I was introduced to Cashfx Group in November of 2019. I joined Cashfx Group in November of 2019. And when I hit the age of 40, a couple, you know, probably a month or two after, I resigned my job. I walked away from the job. That's how powerful this is. I am a skeptic by nature. When I got involved in Cashfx Group, I just wanted to do the passive side of this. No interest in this whole bull capital thing with sharing people and all of that. And when I realized what this business was and its timeliness, because this COVID-19 thing, it's a big deal for all of us. We are still trying to catch our bearings with this. What is this about? Where is it going? In the midst of this crisis, I was able to walk away from my job because of this business. Why? My passive income from Cashfx Group superseded like monthly expenses. I became financially free because of this business. Have I ever done business before? Yes, I have several companies that still function, but they do not pay me like this. And the thing is this, conventional business is not doing very well in this climate. This is not a boast, but this is a fact. Mr. Mohammed is doing over 50,000 USD worth in business per month in the midst of global pandemic. That's how powerful this is. So Mr. Oscar Lopez and Mr. Edwin Abad, I consider them to be geniuses. I'm not going to lie to you. When COVID hit, I told myself, Sion, everything done. You know, my job, everything is going to collapse. And you know, when I looked around, things were collapsing. Even companies that said that they were doing what Cashfx Group is doing collapsed. And I said, oh gosh, well, this is going to fall through as well. And you know, Salim posted this thing, he just showed this thing where for 2020, 329.5% return. At the end of 2020, the year that I consider to be the worst year in my existence, when I saw that 329.5%, hear me, wow, this company not normal, because it's in its infancy. Cashfx Group is still in its pampers, you know. We are now going to hit 2 years, you know. And it's the thing bad, it's getting on. And again, my position is a humble position. I'm not here to boast of anything, right? All I did in this space is apply myself. I recognize what this was. I did not, you know, second guess it and ponder and wonder. I saw what this was and I applied myself immediately. And what I'm seeing is people like Mr. Mohammed, people like Mr. Bagwandin, people that identify the opportunity. They are the ones that are excelling in this. There are a lot of people that are on the fence. They're watching on and, you know, I wonder if it's one of them things, boy. I wonder and I ponder. The thing is this, time will always pass. Time will always elapse. So the trick is this, identify opportunity, validate opportunity. And this is why I am here. That is why Mr. Salim is here. That's why Mr. Bagwandin is here. He's a pastor. You know, he's not going to come here to tell you something that is not real. I am not into that business at all. Also, I'm not into the business of convincing people. I'm here to share my experience, and that's it. Cashfx Group is changing lives. Mr. Mohammed is no longer working at his job. That's a fact. He has a family and he's taken, I've never seen him this happy before. You know, the hairstyles and the smile and all of that. I remember, because we both work in the same place. I remember seeing Salim in work and his face was frowned, and that's not his personality. And that's during that whole pandemic thing. I'm telling you, I and all had a kind of thing going on. We're like, yo, what going on? You know, and now we can boast, I'm boasting now, to say that we are no longer employed. That's a boast. We receive passive income, and that's what this whole call here is about. This is an opportunity to pay you passive income to the amount that can supersede your monthly expenses once you get your way up into the contract sizes that can afford you that. So the idea is, once you get involved, mind your business. There are people that get involved and want to walk away and not take on. Mind your business. Stay in contact with Mr. Bagwandin, stay in contact with Mr. Mohammed, and make sure you get up to where you need to be. They will show you how that works. So again, validation. The man that actually went to Panama City and validated this, and he said to me, Sion, I have to do this. And I was like, why? Because I didn't understand this space initially. He said, I need to go and make sure that this is real. I need to make sure that what they are saying is real. So he took his money, went to Panama City, met with the CEOs, met with the traders, he went into the mega trade center, and he took his selfies to validate that this is true. His name is Mr. Keishon Vaden. So he put it up in his Facebook page, and you could go and see exactly what I'm speaking about here. And you could also go and Google, as Salim mentioned, EverFX, Google Cashfx Group, and you'll understand that this is real. Now, guess what? When you go on and you get your information online, be careful with what you receive. On the internet, there are all kinds of things. Learn to decipher what is real and what's not real, right? So be very careful with the information that you get online. Go to the relevant sources. Mr. Bagwandin will direct you appropriately so that you will get accurate information. That's important. Right, so people, what you're hearing here is real. They're talking to real people in your very own country for the ones that are from Trinidad and Tobago. and we are saying that we are living the life that we actually want to live. So dreams do come true. So I'm dreaming again. Hopefully some of my other dreams I had when I was younger, I can achieve them as well. So Mr. Mohammed, Mr. Bagwandeen, thank you very much for having me on your call. And to all the guests, enjoy the rest of your evening.
All right, I appreciate it very much, Mr. Sian Lazar, Mr. Salim Mohammed. You all heard it from persons. You all heard it from persons, from real persons, as they say, that were able to in different circumstances, in the same job, no longer employed. They are now entrepreneurs with this opportunity. In the middle of this crisis, as the Chinese say, while crisis means danger, it also means opportunity. People are taking advantage of this opportunity. But what are you going to do about it? While it is, we're here to tell you dream big and giving you the vehicle to allow you to afford those dreams that you're dreaming big. What are you going to do with the information? The hope is that you act on the information. If you think that this is for you, if you think that this opportunity can afford you that, what it is I want to say is just reach back out to the person, get your questions answered, get your concerns clarified, and then get on board. Get on board. Why? Because we're here to show you how it is we can dream big and live our dreams. Thank you for taking your time. We're seeing 142 persons on the Zoom here. Not sure how much on Facebook, on YouTube. Thanks for your time, guys. And we really do appreciate it. And we're looking forward to having you all on board with us, joining this community. So you all take care and have a wonderful night.